Fuzzy Duck's creative agency. We produce design for film, print and digital, or whatever form you like to use instead of digital. Is it the coolest job in the world? If you're designing, if you're a graphic designer, if you're in advertising, if you're any kind of creative industry, if it's not, you're not trying hard enough. And this is discussions we have around Fuzzy Duck all the time. I mean, there's 13 of us now in the agency, and we're doing okay. But I'm far from content of where we are in the industry and our reputation and the kind of work we're producing. I'm really proud of, and I think it's great. But we're always aiming higher, and I think part of this, either the debate or the discussion or what we're trying to get into, is how we can all raise our game a little bit. But also we're thinking about creativity, aren't we? We're thinking about how if you're just doing a boring job, if you're a designer, if you're creative and it's a boring job, then you're not trying hard enough. You need to think of a new angle, a new way. You need to challenge your clients. You need to challenge yourself.
There's a story I'd like to tell you about two woodsmen, and they had to chop down a certain number of trees every day to get enough money for their family. And if they didn't chop wood every day, 7 days a week, they wouldn't get enough wood for the family to get money for the food for the family. Anyway, one day, one of the woodsmen says, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going to have a day off. And the other woodsman says, how can you? You can't do that. You're not going to meet your quota. Your family are going to go hungry. This guy, he takes the day off anyway. He comes back, and by Saturday, he's chopped all of his wood. The other woodsman says, but how did you do it? You've already taken one day off and you finished before me. He said, well, I took a day off. I went for a walk, met the kids from school. Oh, and I sharpened my axe. And I believe, and we believe, that sometimes this design creative world, this digital, this agency, let's do lunch, let's do all this stuff, and let's have meetings about meetings and arranging time in the diary to pick up on what we left off on the last meeting. We forget what we're trying to say to audiences. And if we don't think about it, if we don't take time away to sharpen our axe and think about what is it we're trying to say to people, then what is the point?
We're coming up to our 10th year. As I've spoke before and told you about how I got started into the industry, starting in a bedroom, moved to above a barber shop, short back and sides and graphic design. Then we moved to another place. Charlie came on board, and we've built it up. And we bought Resolution, and slowly but surely we started getting involved in bigger, better ideas, and this was a chance to maybe press pause for a moment and just take a look at what we've done. And it goes back to what I was saying before about trying to make it fun, trying to make it cool. I mean, design's punk, it's dangerous. Well, it should be. You should be able to think a little bit outside your own. Whether we're doing it for ourselves or for self-initiated briefs, do something that you want to do. There was a logo I did. I think it's been up there before. After the Manchester riots, which is Manchester, let's have it. Change the word around. Let's save it. Great. Did it in an hour when I had half a day off and stuck it on Twitter. And all of a sudden it went around quite a lot. And, a couple 100,000 people had retweeted it. On the back of that, we actually got a job to do a music video again, to do with the UK riots of 2011. And that all came about by just doing something for yourself. I'm really grateful for Graham for doing the WA Creative and setting this kind of platform up for for guys to debate and get together, bring together a bit of a creative community for the town. I mean, I love Warrington. I'm passionate about the place. I think you saw the Warrington Wolves job we did there, and trying to instill a little bit of energy and give people a sense of the heritage of the place. I mean, it's a developing town. It's growing all the time. It's great, but at the moment, and this is, if we're honest with ourselves, what is a Warrington agency? I mean, really, what is it? It's the place between Liverpool and Manchester. I mean, you probably have to prefix that before everything. Every time you tell someone where you are. So, what why would we move here instead of moving to Manchester? Why would we? If you speak to people from London, who are you? What's it about? And right now, there's no reputation, and there needs to be. Whatever you do, the next job you do, whether it's a film, whether it's an ad, whether it's print, and again, we were talking a lot about through the day about media, about whether I mean the original press ads, and then it'd be radio and cinema, and then it'd be TV, and then it'd be online and social media, and it's still the ideas, it's still the great ideas that go through all of this. We need to get some kind of niche, some kind of different way of looking at things to create a bit of a name for ourselves, and that goes for everyone. That goes for every single job you do. And if you start thinking about lifting the bar,
you can have all the brushes in the world. Does it make you produce that beautiful painting? I thought about it in the car, and I just wanted to say it.
Very nice.
Okay, I think it's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.